I'm going to here. I gotta meet Fenorin.
While I was waiting. Bitharzel is more intact than the few other dwarven ruins I visited. I spotted a chamber that appears related to the Keystones. But more intact doesn't mean completely intact. The path ahead is blocked. Therein lies the problem. My vampiric abilities make traversal somewhat trivial, but you can't follow. I do believe I've come up with a solution, though. Potentially. Theoretically. I noted numerous void portals scattered around Bitharzel. I understand you and Verandis encountered them before. I'm no expert on teleportation, but these should allow you to navigate the ruins and pick out a safe path. May I suggest trying to reach the void portal at the top of that tower first? It seems like a good vantage point to survey the layout of this ruin. I'm sure you'll figure out a way past the blockage in no time. As Verandis explained it to me, the void portals sort of pull you toward their location. So finding a viable path across should just be a matter of trial and error. Assuming there's a void portal near our destination, you should have no problem. Worked! I mean, of course it worked. I'll be waiting on the other side.
you the witches.
I had every confidence you wouldn't get sucked into some boundless void. The repository is just through this door. Let's see what we can find. This looks like some kind of manufacturing equipment.
Beautiful.
What's this? More of Rada al-Saran's oromancy, I suspect.
Gods, I can't get the smell of her blood off my hands.
It was a mercy. You know that.
I ruined her, Rodder, body and soul. I played God and Lysolda paid the price. I'm a damn fool.
A fool once told me there is no such thing as damnation. Only souls who have lost hope.
That's not fair, Rodder.
You said it with such conviction I could not argue. You have not forgotten our promise, I hope.
We'll seek salvation together. Thank you, Rodder.
Verandis was aware of this plan, and he was its architect. I thought Singalis, one of Rada al-Saran's exarchs, came up with the plan to return the Grey Host to life. But it was Verandis? Why didn't he tell us? If you completed all 3 steps of the journey, head back to the orrery. If not, meet Lyris at Understone Keep or Gwendis at the Night Hollow Archive. And let's get this done. Yes. And it's a darker story than we were led to believe. Not only was Verandis a member of the Grey Host and a close confidant of Rada al-Saran, he was also the architect of their rebirth. I hope he's truly ready to face him when the time comes. When we confront Rada al-Saran, it must be the last time. When the moment comes to end this, there can be no doubt, no hesitation. My father has to be prepared to see this through. That's a discussion for later. We should leave this place. If you completed all 3 steps of the journey,
We gotta go to the next place. Ain't having none of that. I can just ride right through that. And go into there. Meet Lyris. Let's see, we'll see what Lyris has to say. Gorgeous Lyris. Half-giant woman. Will be my wife. We drank mead together one night. It was beautiful.
Over here, partner.
Oh, what's up, Lyris?
Well, I've got bad news and worse news. Caddoc and I already exchanged words. Most of them insults. The only agreement we came to was that he'd stop sending his stone hands to toss me out if I stopped breaking their noses. It wasn't a fight until he sent his stone hands against me. Wasn't much of one after that, come to think of it. We got as far as Sundered Land when he shouted something about Mana Marco and called up his personal guard. That's what I was trying to find out when Caddoc got all angry and said something about my head and a pike on the wall. Look, you talk to him. Maybe you'll have better luck than me. Markarth would be a ghost town if it wasn't for you. If that doesn't earn you the courtesy of an audience, I can go back to breaking noses. The Ard is in his throne room. We just need to know where to find the land sundered from Tamriel. According to Rada al-Saran's letter, it's somewhere in the Reach. Oh, and I'm not apologizing. Not to Caddoc, anyway. Sorry. Mana Marco, Emperor Varen, Nord's Reachman, his flea-bitten beard. I can stomach insults hurled at me. But I couldn't stand there quietly as he spoke ill of Varen while praising that traitor Mana Marco.
Had my fill of Reeker's grace in my presence today. Seeing is how you've shed blood for me, and mine. I'll give you my ear, but make it quick. My bile's up, and too much talk will likely make it churn. Ah, you speak with that half-giant's tongue. What business is it of yours? What I do with my land? I gave that parcel to Mannimarco years ago. It was his to offer to Molag Bal, as he pleased. Why dredge up such dealings now? Aye, you and the half-giant both, so the crows say. Don't think I've not spied on you, same as Lady Belain. I gave that land to Mannimarco, long before the god of schemes brought his wrath to your empire. The labors of his cult cast it to oblivion. Mannimarco didn't call me confidant. When he departed, he said the failure here would forge his success elsewhere. I never saw him again. If you want to know his mind, you'll have to see what he wrought yourself. I'll open the way for you. There's a lift in Nichuan-Sel that'll take you to the Sundered Land. I keep it sealed, for reasons that should be obvious, but I'll see you're granted passage. Now, off you go, and take the prickly she-wolf with you. Not so long ago, Reach folk ruled the Empire. We had our lands returned, and dignity restored. Then, we were driven back into the mud by the usurper. Mannimarco pledged justice for my people if I gave him shelter. A dark spirit's bargain, to be sure. No, the usurper, Varen, lost his lands, his throne, and so much more. What Mannimarco promised me was given. If that don't sit well with you, I got no apologies to give. I can only tell you, that's where my dealings with the Worm King begin and end.
Got the information we need? Good. Did you get a location? Give me the details and you go on ahead. I want to chase down a few leads about the Worm Cult while we're here in Markarth. Shouldn't take long. I'll catch up. It's somewhere inside or beyond an old dwarven ruin. Wonderful. Good thing I brought my construct-busting axe. Nothing I want to waste your time with, but I learned of a few places the Worm Cult used to stay in town. They're long gone, but maybe I can figure out what Mannimarco has to do with this, and why it interests Rada al-Saran. Oh good. This keeps getting better and better. I thought I was finished with Mannimarco's insanity a long time ago. Shows you what I know. Go on. I'll catch up to you.
Find this spot. That'll be better. Alright. Down in Blackridge. And this. This way. All these glowy mushrooms.
Over here. Night Hollow Keep is just ahead. Night Hollow Keep is down this path. The archive should be right inside. In writings we recovered from Lady Belaine, she mentioned a Night Hollow testament. That's probably what we're looking for. Just watch yourself. The place is locked down tight. Well, it's crawling with Night Hollow vampires. Not just the mindless, spooky kind. Looks like some of them got recharged when the Dark Heart woke up. They patrol the outer wall in shifts. One door in and out. It's locked, but they carry keys. You got it. I haven't been able to keep track of their comings and goings, so there's no telling which vampires have the keys. Attacking them could attract unwanted attention. If you want to find a more discreet way past that wall, by all means. Remember, get keys off the patrolling vampires or find another way to get inside. Either way, let's get into the archive. Find this Night Hollow testament and get back to Verandis, all right? I'll scout around on my own and catch up to you. I'm off. If I see something that might help, I'll let you know.
Yeah, stay with me.
Pentarch, probably after the same thing as us. What's that beside him? That wasn't as difficult as I expected. Now let's enter the archive. As libraries go, the lighting in here is terrible. Hey, I bet that's what we came for. That's done. Hey, why is this trinket over here glowing?
this is feasible.
No, Rodder, merely a possibility, but the soul binding required.
We can save our kindred from Cold Harbor's torment, and you quibble over the cost? Is your heart so cold?
Even if you returned our kindred to life, Molag Bal's claim to their souls would remain. Our contracts are inviolable.
Another obstacle to overcome.
You think the Prince of Domination is merely an obstacle? Rodder, listen to yourself.
Kneeling when I should have stood proud was the greatest mistake I ever made. I will not repeat it.
Verandis keeps everyone at arm's length. Is this why? Even though Verandis told us about his time with the Grey Host, seeing these memories of him and Rada al-Saran together are kind of disturbing. Anyway, we got what we came for. Let's hope this creepy old book can help us stop the Darkstorm. You should meet up with Lyris and Fenorian and complete those parts of this journey. Go to Pthazel, or Understone Keep if you haven't been there already. You need to do this for Verandis, and find the rest of the clues Rada al-Saran left.
Sunderland.
This is our chance.
Pity. I wanted Verandis to see this place for himself.
Chipped off a hunk of this stone. If Rada al-Saran went through the trouble, we might as well too. Another memento here, like the one Fëanorian found near Bethar Dams.
Are those my notes?
Brandis, forgive me. As ever, your genius captivates me. I had no idea you made such progress.
I'm still no closer to a viable solution.
You're closer than you think.
How can you know that?
I discussed your findings with a new ally. They claim it will work. Only your trepidation holds us back.
I thought you'd changed. That you sought penance. I won't participate in mass murder!
Our dream is within reach, and you're still concerned for the
Verandis
mortals.
and Rada al-Saran seemed pretty friendly back in the day. Did you know about that? I don't know what a chunk of Oblivion or that memento have to do with Rada al-Saran's Darkstorm, but maybe Verandis can explain it when we get back. Speaking of which, did you know he used to be friends with our enemy? Then why is Rada al-Saran sending cryptic messages to Verandis? Even if he can't win the Count back to his side, these mind games may cloud your friend's judgment. I suggest we keep an eye on the Count, just in case.
Past is ancient history. Rodder's intentions were to sway me back to his side.
That's not good enough, Count. Why didn't you tell us that this was all your fault?
It wasn't just your research that let him revive the Grey Host. The actual procedure was your creation.
You don't understand. Please tell me you found out more about the Darkstorm. The others see conspiracies where there are none. Just past sins that I thought long buried. They say you found everything that Rodder wanted me to discover. Tell me about the Sundered Land, the Night Hollow studies, and the secret of the Keystones. Remember the journey Rodder sent me on? The one you took in my place. It was to follow in his footsteps, to see how he reached this moment in time. This stone, it's a shard of oblivion lost in our world. How would that help him save the Grey Host? To see the void through Night Hollow eyes. Yes, it's written in the tongue of the first vampires. I can read it, but barely. In addition to other things, this is basically a spell book. It's full of rituals to appease and make use of the Dark Heart. Was the point to show me the inner workings of the mysterious Dwarven Keystones? We know Rodder used one to link the Dark Heart's power to not only the Orrery, but to the Grey Host as well. I can feel the pull of the heart just thinking about it. What you discover doesn't tell us much about the Darkstorm, at least not yet. But the picture is beginning to form in my mind. Rodder's letter provided one more clue. He claims to have a laboratory inside this very structure. We just have to find it. It's true that Rodder often relied on myself and later Zingalis to handle his research and experiments. But he wasn't without his own skills when it came to arcana and alchemy. I suppose, during his long isolation, he had to increase his aptitude. Who would remain behind that could stand against Rodder? I fear that even together we would be hard-pressed to stop him. We'll need every advantage for the end battle, should it come to that. Perhaps if I can learn how to call upon the darkness. The darkness crashes against my mind like waves slamming into the shore. It can be distracting. I can function normally, with the occasional need to pause and let the sensation pass. I can't yet control the darkness, but I haven't been idle. Using my auramancy, I turned the magic on the orrery itself. I learned much about how the orrery operates. It is quite fascinating. I also ascertained the approximate location of Rodder's laboratory, but a more thorough search is required. Come, Ravenwatch, Titanborn. We can't let the specters of the past distract us from our mission.
Very well, Count.
Oh, no, slap. King. No.
I'll remain by your side as we search. Rodda has been this way. Careful! That Night Hollow vampire radiates with the power of the Dark Heart.
Vengeance for Lady Belain!
Rodda has taken my research in directions I never imagined. Dwemer machines, Night Hollow rites, Reach witchcraft, all arrayed around that pedestal. Yes, I'm beginning to see how the pieces you retrieved fit together. He's building a bridge through the void. The Oblivion Shard serves as a lodestone to point to his destination, but Cold Harbor is precisely the place he would want to avoid. Rodda has always sought to escape Molag Bol's hold on his soul. Cold Harbor is the place where Bol's power is absolute. It makes no sense, unless Cold Harbor isn't his destination. Gather the others. We need to recreate Rodda's ritual. Fenorian will reproduce the Reach alchemy while Gwendis performs the Night Hollow rites. You must manage the Dwemer machines controlling the tonal, etheric, and kinetic energies. I will attempt to scry the stone and direct you accordingly. These Dwemer devices, they are similar to pieces of the orrery itself. They manipulate various cosmic forces, tonal, etheric, and kinetic, to chart the expanse of the void. You must keep these forces under control for my scrying to succeed. The components you retrieved from Bathar Zel showed me that the keystones consist of these same sorts of devices, just on a smaller scale. As I conduct the ritual, I'll indicate what parts of the process require your intervention. Be on your toes. Rodda pointed us to the means and method of recreating his work. There's something he wants for me to see here, and I believe the only way to truly understand what he's done is by repeating it ourselves. I only hope the risk is worth it. We are attempting to harness forces never intended to be combined, to peer into the infinite, churning chaos we call the Void. I only suggest we try because it appears Rodda has proven it can be done. Besides, we have no other choice. Fenorian will reproduce the Reach alchemy. Fenorian will these Dwemer, the components you retrieved from Bathar Zel showed. Rodda pointed us to. We are attempting. These Dwemer devices, they are. Fenorian will
We'd be better served.
Oh, sure. You get...
Oh, it's like this is glitched. sucks.
Yes, Rodda has taken my... Now to begin, start by adding etheric power. Now, quickly, I need more kinetic power. Now, some tonal energy.
It's catalyzing too quickly.
Quickly, help Fenorian.
Fuck. This game can't even fucking finish a fucking quest. Shutting this off. This is just, it's bad.